It's been almost 3 years since Jonathan Kuminga joined the Warriors, and right from the get-go we could see that he had immense talent. From his incredible athleticism to his impressive work rate, we all knew he was destined for greatness. It was all just a matter of when he would get there. Hello and welcome back to NBA Swish. Today we'll be talking about how Jonathan Kuminga will one day become the main talisman for the Warriors, and maybe even lead the team in the future. I know what you must be wondering, how could that happen? Well, stick around till the end, as we answer this question and more as we delve into the details surrounding why Kuminga will be a main character in Warriors history in the future. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So, first things first, what has led us to making this bold assumption? Well, as you all know, over the past 2 seasons, despite showing tremendous promise as a two-way wing player, Jonathan Kuminga has not been able to solidify himself as a starting player. His ability to thrive alongside high IQ teammates like Steph Curry and Draymond Green has played a significant role in his development, despite limited playing time. Some of you might blame Steve Kerr for his lack of playing time, but honestly, when you join such a star-studded team, it's a given that you're going to have less playing time. But it's a give-and-take relationship, isn't it? Being in such a team not only gives you championships, but also gives you the required experiences and mentorship that are crucial during the early part of your career. Speaking of mentorship, let us talk about the Chris Paul factor. As you all know, recently the Warriors took a bold step by adding CP3 to their roster, a move that aims to elevate JK's game to new heights. Sure, he may already have players like Draymond Green and Steph Curry to give him all the help, but no one can beat CP3 in this regard. Paul, a perennial all-star and one of the all-time greats, brings a wealth of experience and expertise to the team, especially in the second unit. Yes, you heard that right, Paul will be starting for the Warriors in the second unit, making him the sole leader around youngsters like JK on the court. This, along with his natural ability to lead teams, makes him an excellent mentor to players like JK. But that's not the only way he'll benefit from CP3's presence. I am sure you know how Paul is an excellent pick-and-roll player. JK's superior physique and athleticism will really help him become an amazing pick-and-roll partner. Trust me, this dynamic duo has the potential to create havoc on the court. You can bet the two are working on the drill daily in practice. By now, you must be thinking that CP3's trade to the Warriors was very influential to JK's role on the team. As you all know, previously the Warriors had Jordan Poole, who, despite his amazing talent and tenacity, was still young and lacked the experience to perform in big games. That is why the Warriors brought in experienced yet talented individuals like Chris Paul, who would help them play other youngsters around him. Trust me, CP3's versatility and basketball IQ will be key factors in determining his role on the team. If the Warriors had not gone for the CP3 Poole trade, they would have had a lot of young players, which would mean less playing time for all of them, including Kuminga. Many people have criticized Steve Kerr's preference for a smaller lineup. We all know how he goes for small, fast-paced players, not big players. That's why the Warriors are one of the few teams out there that don't have a superstar big, like Giannis, Jokic, or Embiid. And while it is true that his coaching prowess and overall approach are legendary, I think this season he's trying for a more physical squad than last year. It's no wonder he's got Saric and is promoting JK to a bigger part of the starting lineup. It really doesn't matter though, because at the end of the season, I am sure that Kerr's championship experience, combined with the expertise of experienced players like Chris Paul, creates a promising environment for the Warriors' success. But enough about the Warriors overall, let's talk about Kuminga. I think we all know how his growth over the past 2 years has been remarkable. He's blossomed from someone who can just jump high and block the ball to someone who does everything a player has to offer. From scoring to passing to rebounding to even shooting threes, JK can do everything efficiently now. He is fully aware that his performance this season is pivotal to the Warriors' success, and the coaching staff is pushing him to elevate his game. But we've been mostly talking about his offensive attributes, and he's improved vastly on the other end of the court as well. In all honesty, he was pretty decent last season too, but one of the areas Kuminga needed to improve was his defense, particularly in avoiding unnecessary fouls. Sure, he might be a physical monster, but you can't go full strength in defense without giving out fouls. You need to be accurate, but this season, he seems different. That's because this offseason, he has worked tirelessly to enhance his defensive skills. His preseason performance showcased his commitment, as he displayed an increased level of confidence and intensity on the defensive end. Previously, the Warriors only really subbed him in because they needed a boost offensively, but it seems now he'll be playing on both ends of the court, even when the Warriors are leading. And even though it might seem that he doesn't need any real improvement on the offensive end, given his physicality, he can always get better. Previously, he was only good at scoring in the paint, mostly after receiving a pass. Rarely did he drive himself or use pick and roll to his advantage. Now, on the offensive front, Kuminga's progress is evident. His confidence in shooting from beyond the arc, even in contested situations, is a testament to his growth. He almost looks like a natural guard when shooting threes. It's just crazy. His quick first step, strength, and agility make him a threat from anywhere on the court. And that brings us to his scoring versatility. His ability to score from the three-point line, mid-range, and in the paint makes him a nightmare for defenders. While some may hope for him to grow taller, his proficiency in shooting from deep is equally intimidating. Imagine having a forward who can drive in and score and drop consistent threes. The potential is just crazy. Up until now, it's mostly been all talk about Kuminga. For years, we've been saying that he has immense potential and that one day he'll be a beast. But it almost felt like that day wasn't coming, right? Well, this season seems to be different. We have finally seen JK touching just the start of his potential. Despite being a preseason game, Kuminga's remarkable performance cannot be overlooked. Scoring 24 points on 14 attempts along with rebounds, assists, and blocks clearly demonstrates his potential. And that isn't all. His attitude towards the game, his offensive and defensive hustle, and the natural way he dropped those threes show how far he's come this past year. Steve Kerr noted the increased confidence in Kuminga's game, indicating his readiness for a significant role. However, with all of that being said, here we should address one major problem revolving around Kuminga's game, and that is turnovers. This is something he's been struggling with all of his career. He tries to do something crazy which ends up in a turnover. This season things have improved, but still, he did cause some turnovers. But this isn't something just he has been dealing with, it's an issue that the team has struggled with. So you can bet Steve Kerr is trying his best to address it promptly. It's no wonder he brought in Chris Paul, whose calm presence rarely causes turnovers, which will be instrumental in helping Kuminga and the team improve in this area. The stage is set for Jonathan Kuminga to shine this season. It all depends on him now. He has trained, got the required experience and mentorship, and done everything he could do in his position. Now, all he has to do is perform, which I am sure he will. Keep this up and you can bet he really will become him. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.